Some of these theories are fucking ludicrous.
They are.
Yes. And P.S. Oh, mate, conspiracy theorists. Get your stories together. Y'all need to have a meeting.
Some of you are just full of shit, really.
Yeah.
There are some CDs in there. I should be careful.
Who still uses CDs? I'm not really sure what the anger is about. Are you mad at the band? Are you mad at the theories? What's happening? The world wants to know.
Oh, this is a show that we made for you, for your mom and your dad and your aunties too. So grab yourself a coffee, it's a crack of dawn, and strap yourself in for a Higgs Good Morning.
It's another Higgs Good Sunday morning, and yet again we're here to delight and entertain.
And possibly inform.
We are doing some of that.
Oh, we're going to inform you. Well, we're going to inform you. So, we have been threatening to cover MK Ultra and come back and revisit. We've decided that MK Ultra is such a big thing that we're just going to have to like dip our toe, dip our other toe,
and run away a little bit.
Dip our ankle and
back
then
off the
step
shoreline.
back,
Yep.
and then get back into it and then step back because hey, it's like pretty fucking terrifying if it's real. There's gonna be a lot of fucking today. Wait a minute. Anyway, there's just gonna be a lot of swearing because look, I'm miffed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you buy this bull hockey.
Yeah. Well,
poppycock bullshit.
Well, the part that I did the other week, I definitely believe in. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, about the documented government testing with LSD and things like that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know the extent of what you're going into today.
Oh, mate.
So this is going to be fun.
So see what Ziggy did when I said, "Oh, you know, what? How do you feel about this MK Ultra?" Which I totally look. When I think of an idea for the show, I'm like heap stoked about it. I'm like, yeah. This time, if I could take that 30-second conversation back. I would. P.S. Noticed you vaped on the show openly, so now it's a thing.
Apparently, yeah.
We never ever smoked openly on the show,
never,
but now we're vaping on the show openly.
P.S.
Just found out today how see-through this shirt actually is. I just unabashedly wear it out in public. Don't give a shit. Anyway, maybe it's the studio lights. Okay, so then, because I was dragging my feet on the MK Ultra thing, Ziggy was like, right, okay, well, you follow all the Hollywood schleppy bullshit, and I don't. Although there's that guy that you're always mentioning, I have no idea who he is.
Shane Dawson!
So he goes, so why don't you do the celebrity angle of things, and I'll do the factual side of things. Well, let me just tell you how fucking fucked in the ass I feel with no fucking spit or nothing. Because, so we're going to go over a couple of things. I've got it broken down. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 little, oh God, I'm not that guy. I don't wear sunglasses as headbands. So, we went into the LSD testing and whatnot. So basically, what we can extract from that is that the whole point of MK Ultra is so that the government can control, ultimate control. So the government can control whoever and whatever they want, right? But they're not going to do that whole like trauma-based brainwashing on all of us, are they? They can't.
That's right.
I mean, some of us just really, our trauma is what makes us who we are. We really like rise to the occasion. Others of us get really, beat down by trauma, which obviously they are a good source. I mean, they are a good
target audience, I guess.
Well, they're a good example of a person that can be trauma-based, brainwashed, and all that stuff. Okay, so let's just assume that it's implied. Just punctuate everything with that, because
Good old bunny ears.
I know that there was a lot of laughter when I was like, look, dude, Loch Ness is totally possible, man. And remember that time where I was like, look, now a unicorn is possible, but Pegasus is not.
Yep.
And then there was that time that I was like, the Yeti is like my family. Remember that? Okay, so we all know that I have certain things that I believe in and certain things that I do not believe in. But let me just tell you, when it comes to government control and the man, absolutely, they have way more power than we know. The people that we think are in control are not in control. They've got spoons in every fucking pot possible. Obviously, we'd be stupid not to assume that.
They're these spoons that have these massive triangles with an eye in the center of it.
Illuminati! Which, just assume the Illuminati is involved in MK Ultra. Okay, just assume it. Skulls and what's it called? Bones and
skulls and bones. Skull and bones.
Just skullduggery is involved. the pixies and the fairies and the devils and the angels. Just it's all involved, right? Okay, so MK Ultra ultimate goal: world domination, totally control, total control over everybody. So who does everybody in the world look up to thanks to the internet, which who even understands how that works? Am I right? Am I right? That's like black magic.
So Russia?
Don't talk about Russia. Don't even go to a website that looks like it's a Russian website. If you get to a website and you think it might be Russian, then just get out. Just get out. Okay, so who is it that everyone in the world looks up to, right? Now, some might say political leaders. Some might say activists. Some may say body positivity people. But no, it says trashy celebrities. It's the celebrities, right? So
they know what's going on.
Apparently, implied bunny is here. The celebrities, and especially your like super celebrities, which we'll start rolling that slideshow now.
Okay.
Here-ish.
Can I just ask, is Jim Carrey going to be in this slideshow at all?
Well, you Google someone, and if you put their name in and then say MK Ultra, then chances are you're going to find some whack nut that has found a reason why. Although he's had an existential crisis lately, our Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And it could be him either breaking free of the mind control or whatever. So I'll be the first to say that Jim Carrey is part of MK Ultra. All right. So the deal with celebrities is they have the power to reach and mold people and whatever, hypnotica, bajagadaga, right? Now, conspiracy theorists tend to splinter off in a bunch of different theories. And I don't mean all conspiracy theorists because I love some of you. Some of you? But MK Ultra conspiracy theorists specifically splinter off in like all these different like cells of people that have all these theories. One of them is that super celebrities like your Beyoncés and your Justin Biebers and your stuff like that are working with are under MK Ultra mind control. Ellipses. ... These super celebrities that are under MK mind control have to have a handler that makes sure that they're like operating at top notch fucking mind control frequency or whatever.
Is that like bodyguards?
So yes, it's like Kevin Costner. It's like Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. No. Yeah, so like Beyonce's would be Jay-Z.
Yeah.
There's a theory that Rihanna, because she's like a bit staunch, she fought the mind control, and so Chris Brown? Yeah. The guy that beat her up.
Yep.
Chris Brown was her handler, and she got out of line, and then she fucking went public, and then because she was brainwashed, she took him back, and blah 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 blah. So these are all the theories. So the celebrities have handlers. So Tom Cruise is apparently one, or Katie Holmes, but she wouldn't anyway. So.
Who's Katie Holmes?
Colin. I don't know. Nobody. She doesn't have to work anymore because she divorced him, right? Old fucking Cinetooth. That's Tom Cruise, not Katie Holmes. So I'm going to touch on a few. Oh, I did start it. So I'm going to touch on a few historical people under MK Ultra control. Now, See, I don't even understand how some of this fits together, right? So, one of the things I read said that MK Ultra's ultimate goal, was to further the occultist agenda, right?
The occultist agenda.
Right. So that actually is like a common kind of phrasing, occultist agenda, further the occultist agenda. So that, I mean, I'm all about the occult, buddy. Right? But I don't think that, like, having an agenda is kind of anti-occult. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of not a thing. So furthering the occultist agenda, which implies some kind of religious affiliation or non-affiliation, right? So you have this cell of MK Ultra conspiracy theorists that think that these people are MK Ultra soldiers, we'll say soldiers, and the reason they've risen through the ranks, rate my brains a raisin, rate my brains a raisin,
Raisin, rate my brains a raisin. Raisin, rate my brains a raisin.
oh, trigger word, ding. The reason they've been able to rise through the ranks of celebrity and stardom is because they've sold their souls to the devil. So I'm not really sure what old Beelzebub has to do with MK Ultra or the Illuminati. But anyway.
But it does sound a little bit New World Order-ish.
I guess if you want to throw that one in too, why the fuck not? Everybody, come on! It's like Noah's Ark of conspiracies. What's that? Aliens? Just a gray one and a blue one. Come on. You, Narwhal, grab your Pegasus friend and let's go. It is total bonkers. So you have that cell of MK Ultra theorists that think that it has to do with religion, and because you have the like Shriners involved and the fucking, you know, Sisters of the Eastern Star, and seriously, I thought that doing the celebrity side of things was going to be fun. I mean, it was, because there's a lot of dumb shit on the internet. But okay, so
Talk about MK Ultra, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Who is they? I mean, I just said, no, don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. Look at her eyebrows. They don't match her hair. Are they even her eyebrows today? And even on some websites that are like, but he put milk in it.
I didn't put milk in it. It already has milk in it.
I was really enjoying. What?
They're pods. They already have milk in them.
Pods don't have milk in them. I have a pod machine.
Well, those ones do.
It's not real milk.
No, it's not real milk.
Okay. I was like, this is going down a treat, this coffee. It's got milk in it, and I don't normally do that. Okay, so Marilyn Monroe. Right? MK Ultra. Who was her handler? Nobody knows because she's such a floozy. Maybe it was that baseball player. What was his name?
I've got no idea.
Her husband, one of many. Why do I want to say Ray LaMontagne? That's not it. He's a musician. It's not Oscar De La Hoya either. Well, okay, MK Ultra's erasing my mind. So they say that Mark David Chapman, you know, the guy that John Lennon.
Yeah.
He was apparently working with it. He was under MK Ultra control. I mean, I guess, because John Lennon and Yoko Ono, they were visionaries. We'll talk about that another day. Because he's not my favorite Beatle. Don't be misled. Who's your favorite Beatle?
Probably Lennon.
Oh,
see, I really
snore.
like, as much as people don't like what happened in the break and everything, I really like the Plastic Ono Band.
Look, man, I guess that you can blame Yoko Ono for splitting up the Beatles if you can blame a partner for being supportive of their partner's goals and hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
And I think that's bullshit. And she was already an artist and a musician in her own right. She just had a different... Don't pull my string. Don't pull my string. But everybody knows that Ringo was the best anyways. He had this boyish charm about him.
Who was he? Was Thomas the Tank Engine's voice?
Well, Fat Conductor, or whatever his name was. Yeah. And he's not on there anymore.
No, he's not.
Octopus's Garden.
Oh, okay, I did not know that.
Anyway, okay, so then I read some stuff about how One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Kim Casey. Kim
Okay.
Casey.
I thought you were going to say Catcher in the Rye for a second, but no, that's...
No, God, and who can finish that? That's worse than Jane Eyre. Nah, jokes. Nothing's worse than Jane Eyre. He apparently is the only person historically that volunteered to be an MK Ultra operative, right? Probably because he liked LSD. He was part of that whole like beat poetry thing. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But then I read this thing about Whitey Bulger, who was like a bank robber, and he was in prison, and he volunteered to be part of the government LSD tests. So to me, that's volunteering, but maybe he didn't know about MK. Anyway, so these people are all historic people. But then you have this whole list. Sorry, we'll start that slideshow over again, shall we?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So these people, blah 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 blah. All these people. These are just common knowledge people that are apparently. Imagine a celebrity that you think has behaved weird or that has had a mental breakdown, like Britney.
That's
Britney
exactly where I was going.
you have all this, and like celebrities that are like outside of the box, you know, like good old Miley. And I have to tell you, I fucking love Miley.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of her music. I don't like pop music, but I love Miley. I love what she's doing with her money. I love that she takes risks and chances, and I love that she's kind of unabashedly herself.
And I'd totally fuck her, just putting it out there.
What?
I don't know, Justin Bieber and her together, I reckon we could have a great time.
Well, you know, Robin just doing lines of cocaine off his penis. So I guess if my wife's there, I gotta be there. You insist. All right, I'll be part of that celebrity MK Ultra sandwich because he's one of them too. Shia LaBeouf, actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf. And while I was doing all this research, it was like listing all of these people that are like very white, like very white bread. So does that mean that we're weak? But then eventually they started throwing in some people of other ethnicity. Oh, Hillary Clinton, you know that blah thing she does? You know that? And then so anytime you've seen anything on the internet about someone doing something odd, like Nicole Kidman when she was doing that weird clap thing, we all know it's because she had a super expensive diamond on. She was scared to lose it. I would not clap at all. I would be written up in every tabloid for being
clap.
like, just like, no, too cool for school, because I'd be scared to lose the diamond.
How about that female that was dressed as a Statue of Liberty for...
That female?
I don't know, she's American and I'm...
Oh, God. Let's not even say her name, please.
Okay.
Then she fainted?
Yeah, is
She
that...
just fainted. She fainted. She's a workaholic. Although recently there's this whole thing about her taking some days off, and we're just not going into that because I don't like her.
Yeah.
So we're not saying her name. Look it up.
You probably already know anyway. But I'm assuming that the MK Ultra theories are probably out there for her as well.
Because she fainted.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I didn't look her up. I don't like her at all. But
She's probably
anybody
on
you
the
can think
list.
of. Britney. Katy Perry, because she's been weird lately. I'm sure Bjork's on there because...
She's
but
weird.
she's Scandinavian or whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're weird. But so... And then the Corys. Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. P.S. Want a good laugh? Why don't you have a look at Corey Feldman performing on the Today Show with his band? Ooh, that was a good one. Kesha, which I don't really know what that's about because I don't think she's intriguing enough to...
No.
I mean, she's... Anyway.
She's a poor man's Lady Gaga.
Well, I mean, Lady Gaga is...
The poor man's Lady Gaga
Lady
these days.
Gaga is the poor man's fucking Madonna, really, isn't she?
Yeah.
But funny enough, Madonna wasn't mentioned.
Oh.
Well, and that I saw, looking back on it, I didn't see her. I'm surprised Oprah wasn't mentioned either that I can think of, but seriously, my brain is fried. But yeah, Amanda Bynes, which she's not a thing anymore. She lost her mind, and then I guess they just got rid of her. So one of the other groups of conspiracy theorists, sorry, I'm just like, guys, listen. Anyway, so remember me saying that they had to have a handler?
Yeah.
So then some of these people you're like, and the handler has to be with them like at all times, usually high profile as well. So you go through these people, you think about Amanda Bynes. She didn't have a handler. So what are you guys just going to like drop the ass on some of your conspiracy theories, or what's the go? You know, and the Corey's like, meh, all right, but I mean...
They were each other's handlers?
Yeah, but then when Haim died, what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And P.S. the handler thing doesn't wash, right? So Beyonce, okay. So if they've ever done anything weird on camera, like I said, Hillary Clinton did like a weird thing about chai tea. Okay, So, with this like brainwashing thing, there's trigger words, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever a trigger word is used, now it's supposed to be used by the handler, but I mean, nothing is foolproof, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be there's like video of like Beyonce Knowles at a basketball game. To me, it just looks like she's like kind of bored by Jay-Z because he's boring. Or like if someone's collapsed on stage or someone does something weird like Lady Gaga. I don't really think they should consider Lady Gaga because I think she does everything for attention. I think that, and also it's really demeaning that she calls her fans her little da-da-da-da-da. Pretty sure I'm like the same age as her.
You know, the little monsters.
I'm not like
or something?
15. Rude. I did like you, but ew, that's condescending. And then it makes me feel like I shouldn't support her. Anyway, that's my own issue. I've got issues. So like she's done some weird things getting into a car, like she like walked really slow and kind of robotic or whatever. But my nephew's done that, so whatever. He also said, you know, he needed new batteries. Does that mean he's an MK Ultra? But you can find heaps of it. So if they've ever fucked up or had a meltdown, or if they've ever fainted, because some of these celebrities tour, like Justin Bieber, just let me make my statement. Just whoa. Stow the hate, all right? He's young, and he toured for like a year and a half straight. Like he didn't have any time off. You would get exhausted.
Yeah.
You know, you would, I mean, just physically exhausted. I don't work a year and a half straight without a day off. So when they like pass out or faint or they get a migraine, like have you ever seen the newscasters? Like there's that one chick, the Pretty Herdete.
We had a very Darrison, but let's go to Terrace and look for the head of the pit.
Yeah.
She had a migraine. She went public and said, I had a migraine. I don't know if you've ever had a migraine. They're gnarly. I just kind of spew from everything, like when I have a migraine. But some people get confused, and that's what happened to her. But MK Ultra,
Yep.
you know, because they wanted to control what she said about the weather. Anyway.
Really, there was someone off the side going, Mama Duke! Mama Duke!
And that was her trigger word. Really, they were just looking for their, you know, corgi. Because that would be ironic. You know, people are so ironic. Just ask Alanis Morissette. Anyway. So these are people that are brainwashed to react, to do something to this trigger word, right? And then you have the other group of people that think that these aren't the real people. What's happened is the government knew that they would have an effect on people, so they killed them off and then made clones, government clones.
I think it's your turn to speak now, isn't it?
I don't know. What's my trigger word?
Mama Duke.
No, that's dumb. My mom had a dog named Marmaduke. Anyway, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Something about the bell
icon.
The bell icon. You don't really. I mean, we're here every Sunday now that I'm back and flapping, footloose and flapping free. So yeah, I mean, click on it or something.
Yeah.
Do something. Let us control you. You know, nothing we do is monetized at all. At all. So it doesn't really matter. I don't even know if we've got the camera plugged in. Like
I hope so.
We use this as an excuse to leave our normal lives and hide out in his shed.
Yeah, pretty much.
But our future is at your MK operative occult regime agenda fingers.
You've really fucked up our ending, but that's the way we're doing it. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Click the bell so that you can get a notification when we are putting up a new video. And our future is at your occult agenda fingertips.
Wow.
Ooh, Illuminati, Illuminati, Illuminati.
Alright, so thank you for joining us this week, and we'll see you all next week for some fun games.
Games! Bye!